Creaks on the china never mattered before. Who cared when you drop kicked your jacket?
Hey everybody, welcome to Belvedere Bros. This week we are talking about Season 1, Episode 6, The Lost Weekend. And PJ, I have a few things about when this episode premiered. Now, this episode came out on April 19th, 1985. That was 5 days before my 5th birthday. And it was one day before Till Tuesday released their debut album, Voices Carry. Now, we did a one-hit thunder about Till Tuesday. Did you know that song?
What song did they do?
Voices Carry. You didn't know it, huh?
I don't know if I know it. I mean, I'd probably listen to the episode, but I don't recall it right now.
I mean, it made the Thundred list, and it has a very memorable music video. Now, Till Tuesday was Amy Mann's band.
Yeah, I know the name. I know the band.
Great band, great song, but that album came out one day before this episode of Mr. Belvedere. Also, very fittingly, PJ, I don't know if you knew this little fun fact, this episode came out 3 days before Prince and the Revolution released the album Around the World in a Day, which was Prince's 7th album, but his 3rd album with the Revolution.
So there's a tie-in.
There is, dude, it's amazing how they're
crazy.
They're tying in timely things. I just think it's impressive because it's season 1. This is only the 6th episode of Mr. Belvedere ever, and we've already had several tie-ins. I feel like this is the kind of stuff that would happen once a show is established. Mm-hmm. I don't know if this stuff is just coincidence or what.
I don't know how it could be. I mean, the WrestleMania one, then the, and now the Prince one.
Yeah. Now, this album is the album with Raspberry Beret and Pop Life, which were both top 10 hits for Prince. And we'll get into why this is a tie-in. But in this episode, George and Marsha are going to Florida, but Heather is grounded because she got a D in home ec.
And English.
Yes, and also English, which she also throws in. But PJ, did you like home ec class in school?
Yeah, very much. It was fun. It felt like it wasn't even like class, like it was a break.
I was so bad at it, though.
I failed one time because I used a dry measuring cup to measure a liquid.
Oh.
So she failed me for the brownies.
I don't know if I was bad at the cooking part, but I was very bad with the sewing machine.
I sewed my finger.
Ooh.
I was sitting next to Jason Chivy, and I go, man, could you imagine if someone like stuck their hand in there like this, and then it just went boom, right through my finger and came out. There was no thread or anything because we were just sewing paper. Remember, you'd sew paper on lines? Yeah, I'll need to talk to you about it.
Oh, God.
I went to the nurse and got a tetanus shot, and it was fine. It was quick, painless, basically.
Oh, my God.
We learned how to make the pillow. You made the pillow, right?
I did. I made the pillow with a basketball on it. And funny enough, PJ, very fittingly, for when we're recording this, it was like a week or two ago now, I did mine in Knicks colors. I made a Knicks basketball pillow. And I just like the NBA in general. I did like the Knicks this year, but it's just weird that I made a Knicks-colored pillow. And it must have been, maybe I liked Patrick Ewing or something. I don't know why I would have made a Knicks basketball pillow in...
Cool. It's a great color combination.
Yeah, blue and orange is all right.
Blue and orange is good. Mine was black and orange.
But George and Marsha are going to Florida because George has to do a story on the Pirates. And PJ.
Again, they don't say buckos.
They don't say buckos. But do you know any players who may have played for the Pirates at this time?
R.J. Reynolds?
That's right. R.J. Reynolds.
Nice.
Not to be confused with the R.J. Reynolds who are like the tobacco company, right?
Yeah, totally. But he was a popular pirate, R.J. Reynolds.
I will say they finished this season with a record of 57 and 104. They were 43 and a half games behind the NL champion St. Louis Cardinals this season. But I'm going to tell you some more names from this team. Bob Walk, pitcher.
Oh, great. Yeah.
John Candelaria.
Mm-hmm. Great. Another pitcher.
Kent Tekulve.
Oh, no, wait. He wasn't a pitcher, was he?
I don't think so.
He's a right fielder.
I don't think so.
Right fielder, I think.
Kent Tekulve.
I can't believe he was still playing.
Yeah.
He was famous. He wore like the shades in the 70s. Sidearm. He's a knuckle dragger.
Tony Pena.
Okay.
And the most notorious pirate maybe ever, because he came back to haunt us.
Sid Bream.
Sid Bream.
Oh.
Now,
I saw a T-shirt the other day. It said "Sid Bream ruined my childhood."
Yeah. I know that shirt. For anyone who's listening and doesn't care about early '90s Pittsburgh Pirates baseball, Sid Bream was a guy who played for the Pirates. He was very much like a stiff and very slow, but on a year in the early '90s where the Pirates had Bobby Bonilla, Barry Bonds, Andy Van Slyke, just this loaded lineup, and should have went to the World Series against the Braves, who they traded Sid Bream to. Sid Bream scored the game-winning run to knock the Pirates out of the playoffs. He came
from first base.
That was all the way from first base?
He scored from first base. Wow. He was so slow.
It is a nightmarish moment for Pittsburgh sports fans.
Cabrera comes to the plate to bat for the pitcher. He hacked at the 2-0, now the 2-1. Line drive and a base hit! Just as the score of the tying run. Bream to the plate. And he is safe! Safe at the plate! The Braves go to the World Series!
Enough baseball.
Yeah.
Even though we could have really informed the showrunners of some Pittsburgh sports stuff that they could use on their show, because they do a really bad job at it. Wesley really wants George and Marsha to bring him back an alligator, and he gives them like a bag of muck or something. I don't know what's going on.
That was his one thing in this episode, really, kind of.
Yeah. But they set up some rules for the kids while they're away, because Belvedere's in charge.
Yes.
Wesley has to be in bed by 9. Kevin has to be home by 12, and he can use the car, but not in the city and not on the expressway. Like, okay.
Do they mean the parkway?
Yeah, I guess.
What's the expressway?
I don't know what the expressway is. Heather is grounded, and Belvedere is in charge. And also, George takes Belvedere aside, and he does not want Belvedere influencing the kids while he's away, whether it's ballet or some crazy cause. So Belvedere's still getting the blame for the whole Kevin incident, even though
he kind of does a recap of like the first couple episodes.
Yeah,
he brings up the protesting and everything. And Belvedere has a good line. He's like saying like,
for the next 72 hours, I shall refrain from any activity that might possibly be misconstrued as cultural, educational, or God forbid, morally uplifting.
I love Belvedere, man.
Yeah. Belvedere rocks.
Hey, also, too, one thing I made a note. Could you imagine going to the airport in those days carrying suitcases? Like, no wheels?
Are you telling me they didn't invent the wheels for suitcases until after this?
I remember being younger, and my parents' suitcases didn't have wheels. They're like American Touristers. They were blue and red. Navy blue and burgundy, to be exact. And, yeah, you just carried them.
It isn't rocket science. You would think since the invention of the suitcase that there would be wheels on them, but didn't they have like things that were like carts that you put the suitcase
yeah in? I'm sure they had that, but I mean Kevin came out like a barf and Spaceballs with Royal Highness's match luggage. I remember there being like crappy wheels and a leash on one before, but right. I thought that was really weird. I couldn't imagine doing that. Now I got this one thing online. It was like a wardrobe kind of thing that folds up into a duffel bag, and I carried it twice through the airport, and I'll never do that again. It's terrible. Who wants to carry a big heavy bag with all their clothes in it?
Yeah, I don't know, but
I check anyways now. I always check my bag. I don't care.
Yeah, who cares?
I don't want to carry that thing around.
Heather in this episode is trying to make breakfast to get brownie points, and here it comes because she wants to go see Prince. And if these people had a crystal ball, just let her go. Because we can't see Prince now. No matter what we do, we can't see him.
Prince is so much more important than home ec.
Yeah, absolutely. And, but she's grounded. She's not allowed. But all the kids, they want to go to the drive-in to see the, what do you call it when two movies are playing?
Double feature.
Double feature of Snow White and the Terminator. And I thought it was pretty interesting. Like,
weird combo.
Would it be fun to go to the drive-in with your two siblings and your butler.
Now Heather puts on makeup. She's excited for a night out.
Yeah.
And then Kevin has to warm the car up. What kind of car do they have?
I don't know.
He has to warm it. Kevin's driving in this episode is just absolutely ridiculous.
Kevin is clumsy. Kevin can't drive. I don't know what's to come. Is Kevin going to eventually get in a car accident? Because I feel like we're getting set up for that.
He's dangerously bad at driving.
Yeah. I'm really excited to find out, because it's going to happen sooner or later, what the very special episodes are going to be of Mr. Belvedere.
Well, I know there's an AIDS episode.
Well, yeah, everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. And I did see a little bit of a spoiler about a very special episode that involves maybe, let's just say, something that we see in the news a lot today that people might be on a certain list that has something to do with that sort of talk. But I'm interested to see. I don't think we're getting a very special episode in season 1, which, by the way, PJ, forgot to mention, this is the penultimate episode of season 1. If this was Game of Thrones,
everything would be going down, right?
Yeah, somebody would be getting their head cut off or something, but that is not happening here on Belvedere. But we do get some action, because cut to George and Marsha, turns out there's a hurricane, or at least a very bad tropical storm in Florida where George and Marsha are, and George blowing it again with Marsha.
Before we get to there, can we talk about how terrible their hotel room is?
Oh, it's a piece of shit.
They live in a giant house with a butler. And they're in this dangerous hotel room with stuff coming through the windows.
Yeah.
The TV takes quarters.
Yeah.
We'll get to that. But this is such a dump.
I was so confused.
What's their problem?
I was so confused about the TV taking quarters thing.
But I have it seems like they're in legitimate danger. Stuff's coming through the windows.
Right.
They should be somewhere else.
They do not seem to care, even when the window blows down. George wants to power through this storm because he said when he was in Johnstown, they'd play no matter what. George is disappointed that there isn't a baseball game to report on. I don't know if it's a spring training baseball or what. He can't believe they're not playing. When he was in Johnstown, they were playing no matter what. He is so nonchalant about the fact that a hurricane is happening. He doesn't care.
Also, what an exaggeration. Rain delays have always been a thing in baseball.
Yeah.
Come on, Bob Uecker.
George thinks you play through everything. We go back to the house. Mr. Belvedere runs from the car screaming because of the loud Prince music, apparently.
Or was it the soda that Kevin spilled on him?
He has such a bad headache that he has a giant, ice bag on his head.
Yeah, was that supposed to be warm or cold? I couldn't tell because I'm guessing it's an ice pack. Or you could also put hot liquid in there too, but I don't know what that would do. It's overkill on the comedy on that one.
Yeah, and Heather's friends show up to take Heather to the Prince concert. And her friends say, rightfully so,
"Look, Heather, Prince may never come to Pittsburgh again."
Yeah, he's real moody.
Granted, this is 1985. He did many times after that come to Pittsburgh. But they didn't know. They didn't know if he was going to come back.
Why did they talk a little bit of shit on Prince? Say he's moody? All right, you guys know him or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
But also, too, also before that, Kevin with his little black book on the steps, just calling random girls' phone numbers, trying to get a date.
Yeah.
Is that how you did it back then? Night of 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night, you're just hey, what you doing?
He blew it a little bit last episode. He could have had a date with the girl who screwed him over at the fur store. Maybe he should have hit her up. But he is hard up for a date. He is looking for love.
He's in heat, as Johnny would say.
He is in heat. And speaking of that, Belvedere kind of let it slip that he could use a massage, and Wesley took it upon himself to find Belvedere a massage. In fact, Candy shows up at the house, who does expert massage, etc. Wesley has hired a lady of the night to come take care of Belvedere.
Magic fingers out call. Expert massage, etc.
Yeah, I got her for you.
What?
She's here to make you feel better. Uh-huh.
Oh, no. A miss.
Candy.
And also he finds her in the yellow pages. Were there hookers in the yellow pages?
I mean, I guess there were like...
Hey, there was no internet. There was no internet.
And also...
And there's covers.
There's what?
Like, it's like a cover. Like, oh, this is a massage.
Oh, yeah, of course. A massage or escort, we attribute like sex work with that. But theoretically, an escort could just be someone who's hired to escort you to an event, right?
Chris, the money is for the company. Anything else that happens is between two consensual adults.
Yeah, right.
That's the loophole, I think.
When you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door. No one.
Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
Hey there, One Hit Thunder listeners. Are you ready to take your music to the next level? Well, get ready to rock because this episode is brought to you by DistroKid, the ultimate digital music distribution service for artists like you. With DistroKid, you can easily upload your songs or albums to online stores and streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube Music, reaching fans all around the globe. But that's just the beginning. DistroKid offers a ton of awesome features like Hyperfollow, which helps you promote your releases and get pre-saves on your songs, all for free. But wait, there's more. The DistroKid app is now available on iOS and Android. With the app, you can manage your releases, track your streaming stats, and even withdraw your earnings, all from the palm of your hand. And for those looking to perfect their sound, check out Mixia. This powerful tool allows you to put the finishing touches on your tracks in minutes, ensuring they sound polished and professional every time. But that's not all. DistroKid has just launched a brand new feature called Instant Share, allowing you to easily share large files securely with collaborators, producers, and more. With Instant Share, you can keep your music streaming at the highest quality while making the best impression possible. So what are you waiting for? Elevate your music career today with DistroKid and unlock a world of possibilities. Possibilities that I know all about because I've been using DistroKid for years. It's seriously great. If you haven't used it before, you're going to love it. And One Hit Thunder listeners get an exclusive offer, 30% off your first year with DistroKid by signing up at distrokid.com/VIP/OneHitThunder. That's distrokid.com/VIP/OneHitThunder.
Chevy is called the heartbeat of America for a reason. With SUVs made to move with your rhythm. The versatile Equinox tackles your entire day. The spacious Traverse fits your crew and your whole weekend. And Trax brings style with value you can count on. All infused with tech that has your back, so your drive always hits the right chord. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Google is offering free AI training and tools to U.S. small businesses so they can innovate in ways both big and small. Built by Google experts, the Google AI Professional Certificate equips small businesses with practical AI skills. Through hands-on projects, they can start using AI to get more done and unlock new opportunities for their business. This is a new era of American innovation. Find out more at grow.google/business.
Did you know Sam's Club isn't a store? It's actually a club. With cool finds and like a whole community. It's a club.
Of course, Jason. It's in the name. Sam's Club.
Oh, yeah. Come join us. Sam's Club.
I wrote a little song to remind you. Choice Hotels get you more of the experiences you value. The Cambria Hotel's got it all. A rooftop bar, have a ball. Bring a date, your squad, or even your mom. Book direct at choicehotels.com.
The internet gives us a glimpse into the crazy happening all around us. Unhinged behavior, personal secrets, unbelievable coincidences. It's all one big circus, and the RR Show is your front row seat. Each week, we curate the wildest Reddit stories just for you. Whether you're into hilarious accidents, insane relationship drama, or pure chaos, these insane confessions are sure to make your jaw drop. Listen to the RR Show weekly on Mondays via your favorite podcast platform. Or get your episodes early and ad-free by becoming a member. The RR Show. All of the drama, none of the hassle.
No one spared. All hands look out below.
We cut back to George and Marsha, where they are now pretending to be on a beach in their hotel room. They are not taking refuge in the basement. Their window is already blown out. They don't care.
They have a sun lamp, apparently. Why do they have a sun lamp?
They're pretending to do very Florida things. And George talks about the time that they were in Harrisburg and says,
what do you say we order up a couple of burgers, a couple of shakes, turn on the old tube here, and maybe each other? What do you say to that?
I've never been to Harrisburg.
Sure you have.
Oof. Ouch, George.
Messed up, George. Messed up. Also, too, they're getting really weird with with Pennsylvania, Johnstown, Harrisburg. Like, come on. Let's get closer to Pittsburgh here.
Yeah, bring it back. And George apparently has been with so many women, he can't even keep track.
He was a playboy, man. He was a regular playboy.
And apparently an athlete.
And also, he thinks that you can get burgers and shakes in a hurricane. You just order them. He is just so unbelievably nonchalant about this hurricane.
George does not care about it whatsoever. We cut back to the house. We are breakneck speed between the two plots that are happening. It turns out they have to pay Candy $75 to go away. And I gotta say, dude, it is so awesome that Wesley hired a prostitute for Belvedere. I just love it. It's incredible.
Do you love that they were counting out pennies to pay her?
Yeah, I don't know. Once again,
how would that have gone over?
Once again, I don't know what Belvedere gets paid for this. Belvedere has no money, I guess.
Or maybe he was just unwilling to use it. You don't know.
Yeah, I guess. Kevin offers to give Candy a ride back to the city. And this apparently will solve everyone's problems because now Kevin's date situation could theoretically be taken care of and Candy could get a ride back to the city and she's been paid.
Do you like the joke on the way out about how she says, you sure? Last chance, it's already paid for. And he looks at Kevin and says, you didn't hear that. And then as Kevin's walking out the door, he starts grabbing his back like it hurts.
Yeah.
Not Kevin.
Back in Florida, Marsha's really mad at George, which I could be mad at George for just being so stupid and careless with his words. You can't be mad at him for romances of the past that were pre-Marsha. You know, you can't really be mad about that. But I also noticed like George grew. I don't know if you noticed this. George grew.
It's in my notes.
George grew a 5 o'clock shadow so fast.
He looks like shit.
It is so fake.
So terrible.
It's such a bad 5 o'clock shadow. I don't know how he grew it so quick.
Dude, he's so haphazardly dressed in a shitty robe, like potato chips on him, a real bad, like just like hobo makeup, I guess, on his face.
Yeah, he
How many hours passed? What happened to those hours? Why does he look so bad?
I don't know.
He looks terrible. And this is where we hear about the quarters in the quarters in the TV
and the toilet
or the shower or
something. Yeah, something.
I don't know. I've never heard that before. I've heard of when they used to do the quarters in the bed that made the bed vibrate. That old like thing you saw in every movie, but never really in a hotel.
Right.
But I never saw quarters on a TV.
If I was in a place that had where you had to put quarters in for anything, I would get the fuck out real quick.
Yeah.
Did we actually end up sleeping at that hotel the one time that we got on tour?
In New York?
Yeah, I was in New York somewhere where we were like fixing the sheets and there were porn magazines under the mattress. So we're like, oh, obviously they didn't change these sheets because there are porn magazines under here. I think that's the one time ever we stayed at a hotel where you could theoretically rent it hourly or whatever.
Yeah, there was the magazines. If you remember, a cockroach crawled out from behind one of the pillows on the bed.
Oh, God.
And then there was a channel that was just the filthiest hardcore pornography that was on the TV that looked like it could have been shot in the hotel. And then the parking lot completely full at night. When we woke up in the morning, we were the only car still there.
So we stayed. We actually stayed.
We stayed
there?
overnight. Yes.
Wow.
It was horrible. We were on Long Island, and it was just so late.
Yeah, we were tired. Wow. Anyway, George.
That was a funny experience.
George reminds Marsha of another time that was actually her, and we can assume that these two got it on in this hurricane broken hotel room, which is fine. Like they got to get away from the kids in Belvedere for a while. We go back to the house. Kevin and Candy get back and they're covered in dirt. They were driving on a golf course.
Yes. So he drove onto a golf course because he said, quote unquote, golfers do it. This kid should not have a license.
No, he definitely should not.
Absolutely not.
Heather gets back from the Prince concert and, she's like feeling bad about it, or at least pretending to feel bad. Mr. Belvedere does not really even get that mad, and he doesn't really discipline the kids. Like, Heather has no repercussions for just leaving and going. And I love one thing I quote I loved at this part was when Candy was leaving.
So long, Lenny.
It's been a pleasure, Candy.
Could have been.
Hey, did you notice too that Heather, 2 out of 3 of the friends were both wearing purple?
Oh, nice.
Heather had like a purple flannel on.
I like the attention to detail. Mm-hmm. And that was pretty much it, man. From this episode, it's like no real repercussions for driving the car through a golf course. It's basically they're all sitting on the couch at attention when the parents get back. Mm-hmm. And I don't know why that's a punishment. Of any of them, Wesley's young. I think he thought he was doing something nice for Mr. Belvedere. So I don't know why he would necessarily get punished. It's more like a teachable moment.
Yeah, but he was also a jerk at the movies, I guess.
I don't know why they were so out of control at the drive-in.
Well, Wesley said it was like they felt like there was a substitute teacher or something. That's what he said.
Oh,
hey, did you notice this little fun fact too? That Candy mentions having previously worked in the mill.
Oh, yeah,
she says she was stoking the smelter. I thought that was nice that they had to throw that little Pittsburgh reference in there.
Yeah, that's nice. Candy. I tried to look into the actress who played Candy to see if she was somebody. I don't really think she was anybody worth diving into the career of, but I thought she did a good job. I thought she was a great kind of prostitute, I guess.
Yeah.
That's what we were alluding to.
Yeah, for sure she was alluding to that. For sure.
Yeah. I dove into the comments a little bit. You know what's so crazy about these Mr. Belvedere comments?
What?
Look at this yourself. Anyone who's listening, go take a look. There are so many comments from people that are a name and then 4 numbers. So I don't know if there are like bots out there commenting on Mr. Belvedere. It's so weird. David Fisher 6923 said, "This show brings knack memories." I think they meant to say back. And Honda Civic Japanese 8265 said, "His sister was blasting those damn print tapes. Drove Mr. Belvedere. Totally crazy." 7 laughing emojis.
I read through them, and there was one great comment from one Dustin Johns. Did you happen to see that one?
I did see Dustin Johns' comment.
Yeah. He says, the show has not been the same since George started getting his boners again.
That's right. And he also gave Belvedere Bros a shout out.
He did. Make sure you listen to it.
Make sure you listen to Belvedere Bros podcast wherever you listen to podcasts. Dustin Johns. He's always down. And we encourage everyone to go out there, leave a comment on the episode. If you know an episode's coming up, leave a comment on it, and then we'll see it, and maybe we'll address your comment. We should communicate.
There's no maybe. We 100% will.
We should communicate with each other through the comment sections of these random uploads on YouTube of Mr. Belvedere. Sometimes there's more than one. I usually check out both to see if one looks better. So far, no luck whatsoever on Mr. Belvedere looking crisp or sharp.
No. It's,
I'm still saving up my money for that DVD set.
80 big ones.
I haven't checked out our local used CD and DVD store yet here in Greensburg, Pennsylvania. But believe me, next chance I get, I'll be stopping because I would. What's the most you would pay for season 1 of Mr. Belvedere on DVD?
$50.
$50? Damn, money bags. It's only 7 episodes. I would think that maybe they would put 1 and 2 onto one set, or it's just a 1 DVD thing. I don't really know.
Yeah. Like, think about this. You say $50. Dude, check this out. I went to Primo's Italian Hoagies. Have you ever been to that place?
I have not.
Probably not. It's very meaty for you. It's excellent. So we got 2 9-inch hoagies. We split a rice pudding, and we both got a bottle of, like a 20-ounce bottle of drink,
Okay.
It's $48.
What?
Right?
Dude. That's
ridiculous.
That is ridiculous. You could have definitely had a season of Mr. Mr. Belvedere for what you spent on that meal.
Yeah.
And you
crazy.
You could still be holding it in your hand right now. That meal is gone forever. You'll never.
Do you know the
back.
shelf life of the Belvedere DVDs versus the shelf life of those hoagies?
I know. All right, PJ. We got to talk
Scotch egg time.
We got to talk Scotch eggs on this episode. You can start.
Okay, this isn't a great episode. I gave it half does 6.
6 Scotch eggs.
It's just that the jokes were all very lacking. The story was lacking. The hooker was funny.
Yeah,
that's about it.
I would have maybe spent a little more time with Candy in this episode. The George and Marsha in Florida story was just painful. That was terrible.
Very, very bad.
It was bad writing. Nothing about it made sense. Why? Like, there was no real comedy there, and there was also no real, like, what? George talks about a moment he thought was him and Marsha, and it was actually another woman from the past, but then he instantly, by the next scene, just said another thing, and then I don't know. Are we trying to get further into their relationship with each other? Are we setting up for some sort of schism? Is that the right word? In their relationship? Is something? Are we leading towards maybe a trial separation or something between them? Because we have already dealt with a little George trouble in the bedroom, and we've also dealt with, just a lot of George messing up along the way.
And he's grumpy.
He is.
Little, but you know what? But he has his moments too. With the whole ballet thing, he definitely earned points for that. Even though he kind of made a scene at the recital.
Yeah, I don't know what we're leading toward here.
I hopefully something. I hope that it's just this, not just this the whole time.
Yeah, I don't know if we chalk
Minor
this up to
disagreements.
bad writing or chalk it up to we are building towards something. And next week, we're going to find out if we're building up towards anything in season 1, because next week is the season finale. It's only a 7-episode first season of Mr. Belvedere, and we got to see what happens. I'm also giving this episode 6 Scotch eggs. I agree with PJ. You know what? No, actually, PJ, this is a Prince episode.
Okay.
So you know how many eggs I'm going to give this?
How many?
7.
Okay, very good.
All 7 and we'll watch them fall. They stand in the way of love and we will smoke them all with an intellect and a savoir-faire. No one in the whole.
Do you have any predictions for the finale, though?
I wouldn't normally do this, but I got to be truthful. I already saw the finale. But have you seen it yet?
I'm sure I saw it back in the day. I've not watched ahead. I want to say Belvedere leaves for some reason.
Ooh.
And then like season 2, the comeback is like, oh, he's back from his adventure. And that's how it starts.
Interesting prediction.
Especially because if they didn't know if it was going to be picked up for a second season or not yet.
Right. I mean, I'm sure there's lots of shows, especially like this era. Now we expect shows to have some sort of, like, they know the ending's coming. We expect an ending. But I think a lot of shows of this era just, it just got canceled. And that whatever happened to be the last episode is what the last episode was.
So it was the last one, the first season, button it up. Belvedere goes away because he has to attend to something. Maybe this is where you find out about a long lost love, you know? Because I think that we're going to find that at some point that he was like a pen pal, or he's going to have a pen pal. That's a woman. Very classy, though. Very, very classy.
So PJ's predictions are a classy pen pal, and Belvedere leaves, maybe to go visit this classy pen pal. Interesting prediction, PJ, and we'll find out.
Something like that.
And we'll find out next week on Belvedere Bros.
I believe it was the late Mahatma Gandhi who said,
"Good night, Mr. Belvedere."
"Good night, Kevin." Who said, "There will have to be rigid and iron discipline."
Good night, Mr. Belvedere.
Good night, Heather. Rigid and iron discipline before we achieve anything great or
Good night, Mr. Belvedere.
enduring. Good night, Wesley. Mahatma Schmatma, I'm going to bed.
This has been Belvedere Bros. Belvedere Bros is hosted by me, Chris Fafalius, and PJ Caruso, two friends who enjoy things like watching Mr. Belvedere and talking about Mr. Belvedere. Underneath me, you're hearing the end credits instrumental version of According to Our New Arrival, the theme song of Mr. Belvedere, written by Gary Portnoy and Judy Hart Angelo. If you love Belvedere Bros, please post about it on the internet. The internet is where people can find out about Belvedere Bros, and if enough people listen to Belvedere Bros, maybe someone will offer us writing jobs or even acting jobs on a reboot of the show. Tune in next week for more Belvedere Bros, by far the best show on the One Hit Thunder podcast feed.
Have you ever wondered why songs on the radio are popular? Why do certain movies get made, even though the premise seems completely random? Why are concert tickets costing you $3,000, but nobody makes any money touring? Well, on my podcast, Breaking Down the Biz, we answer all those questions and more. I'm Seth Schackner. I have over 2 decades of experience in the entertainment and the music industry, and every week I talk to insiders that lend insight and expertise on the media you know and love, past, present, and future. Subscribe now on your favorite podcasting platform or watch us on YouTube so you never miss a beat. Let's make sense of this industry together.